I'm Noel with Noel's Frags, and today we're going to talk about something straight out of London, Naughton and Wilson's Gravitas pour Homme. I was going to try and do the review with this accent the whole way through, but I realise now it'll probably just get real annoying. So I don't feel like subjecting. It's becoming Scottish already. Not great at accents. Breaking character in 3, 2, 1. I am so sorry for all of that mess. Especially to my friends in the UK. My bad. But let's talk about the fragrance. Naughton & Wilson Gravitas pour Homme. This is the offering from Dan over at Mr. Smelly. And it's pretty cool. I got a decant of this. And the person decanting actually had the bottle and like a couple mils left as well. So they just gave me the whole presentation, which is nice because now I can really feel it and hold it. The perfumer was Stephen John. This is the bottle. Very simple, elegant, classic glass, square bottle, gold cap, a little gold placard on the front. Here's the box, green, minimalist. Nothing crazy, just a simple presentation. I do like the bottle though. I really like the minimalist bottle. Only downside is the cap. It's barely on there. But it is a very cool, elegant bottle. It's got that cap is nice metal, has some weight to it. It has Naughton and Wilson on like tiny engraved on one side or the other. It's not gonna probably focus, but it's there, I promise. A little N&W on the cap. But yeah, I really enjoyed the minimalist presentation. It definitely has an overall British style class, So really hit it out of the park with that. This is a classic barbershop kind of 80s vibes fragrance, kind of drug into the modern age. So this opens up with a blast of citrus and lavender. You definitely get those fresh barbershop aspects, but it smells very British. If you were to tell me this was from the House of Flores, I'd believe you. It just has, maybe like similar DNA. It doesn't smell like anything in particular, but if you were to tell me it was from them, I would totally believe it. And if you don't know, Flores is a really freaking old, I want to say like 250-year-old fragrance house from London. So it definitely has that overall British feel. It starts out with that barbershop and citrus, but as the opening starts to dry down a bit, instead of it being a citrus blend, orange comes to the forefront, so it's really enjoyable. As the fragrance moves into the middle notes, that orange is still hanging out. You still have some of the barbershop-y aspects going on, but you get this powdery vanilla that kind of comes out as well and dances around with some cardamom. So it's still all in that vein of barbershop, but with some other vibes going on. I've read some comparisons to Invasion Barbare, which is from MDCI, I believe, is the house. I don't really get that. I have a decant of both. They're both barbershop-y fragrances. I'd say this is a little more oak moss heavy than that. But the oak moss in this doesn't really come out and shine until it moves into the dry down. So you still have that orange in the open, you have it in the mid, and even into the dry down. This is an extrait de parfum, so maybe that's why the top notes hang around so long. But you have this patchouli and oak moss coming out in the dry down, with some like remnants of the other barbershop aspects, but the orange is still there, like surprisingly. And you get really solid longevity out of this, not like your typical barbershop, because it's the extrait, it really hangs out. After about 3 hours, it gets a lot closer to the skin, but this is definitely heat activated. Once you think it's like kind of subdued and died down and on its way out, if you do some physical activity and warm yourself back up, you'll notice it just starts pumping off So don't go crazy on the trigger just because you think after 3 hours it's died down. This is definitely a scent that you can wear year round. I think the oak moss and the patchouli give it like some more backbone than your typical like freshie. But it's probably better suited in like cool summer nights, spring, maybe light fall. It might not hold up super well in the winter. I haven't worn it outside. It's wintertime here, and I haven't worn it outside or like out and about. It's usually just around the house. So I know that it holds up to, climate controlled temperatures well. Like it does its thing and you can smell it well. But maybe not so much for winter. But overall, a very cool fragrance. Very British, like I said. Shout outs to Dan, Mr. Smelly. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. I might buy a full bottle. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna go through my decant and see how I feel about it. But overall, I was definitely glad that I got this cool presentation with the decant I did buy. So yeah, and it's affordable too. It's like $90, $95 thereabouts. I want to say it's like 80 something pounds. So yeah, nice. What are some of your favorite barbershops? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, throw me a like or subscribe to see more content. And as always, thank you for watching.